Taoiseach, there's an appalling disparity in your government's allocation of our national mackerel quota. Currently, only 2% is assigned to all vessels under 15 metres, while 98% is given to a small few, much larger boats. Inshore fishers make up the majority of the fishing sector, and they practice the most sustainable type of fishing which has been practiced in our island and coastal communities for centuries, yet they only receive 2% of that quota. Last year, because of this massive disparity, inshore fishers were forced to stop catching mackerel in June. I spoke on the issue then, and in the meantime, I've repeatedly asked the Minister for Marine to adjust the quota, and he has refused. It is very clear now that last year's situation will be repeated. Small family fishers just getting by will again be restricted in making a livelihood without policy change. Taoiseach, will you please reconsider this very blatantly unfair policy?
Thank you, Deputy Taoiseach.
Thank you very much, Deputy Cairns, for raising this. I know it's something we've discussed before. Obviously, of all the fish species, mackerel is the species that is most impacted in terms of the Brexit trade and cooperation agreement. Between now and 2026, we'll be losing 25% of our mackerel over.
Minister, I'm not asking you about that allocation, but the national allocation.
I know that. No, I heard your question, Deputy Cairns, but I'm answering, and the context is obviously really important in these things, really important, because we have only a certain amount of quota nationally. And the point I'm making is that 25% of that between now and 2026 is going to be lost due to the severe impact, particularly on mackerel from Brexit. So we have to manage what we have. So there isn't agreement that any of that would be reallocated from the sectors that currently use it to the inshore hook and line sector. At the moment, the inshore hook and line sector, which is a really sustainable sector and a very valuable sector and really important to the inshore sector, it gets 400 tonne per year. A few years ago, it didn't get any. It was allocated 400 tonne. Any decision to change that would require a very significant and comprehensive consultation process. That's correct. That's correct. So, but there isn't agreement among the sector in relation to that. But it's certainly something I am considering, Deputy Cairns. I am considering it, but there has been no decision made in relation to it. And as I say, it's not straightforward because fishers themselves are not agreed on it.
Thank you very much, Deputy.